All right, seems like we're live. All right, that's good. Let me just try to change this because I really need to change this because that's not gonna be good if it's just duplicating it all willy nilly. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This one. Yeah, no, definitely not that. Sorry guys. I really should have done this before we started doing this, but I just got a little bit lazy, I guess. Huh. Oh yeah, I think I got it. It should be yeah. Window, right, and it should be Explorer, and it should be that. Still too short on the animation, so I'm gonna see if I can reduce that because this is still not the way I want it to be. This should be fine, I think. Should be. Well, that should be enough, I guess. Mm-hmm. All right, good, good. I'm just gonna delete this because it's not really helping me. Yeah. All right. We're almost there. We're there. Okay, that's good. So all right. So I think I have everything set up this time correctly, which is good. I really wish I could see this on top of the screen, but like it should be fine. I'll just check this periodically. So, anyways, right now I have chapters 201 to chapters 300. As I'll continue to just doing my job here and just sort of getting all the images I need. Um, so up until now we are on chapter 201. Luffy landed a blow on Crocodile. It's I think the third fight, and if I remember correctly, probably Luffy's gonna lose this again. Uh, so yeah, there's that. Spoilers, I suppose. So, anyways, this is chapter 201, and yeah, let's see. We got Ground Seco, which is this is kind of a weak attack if we're honest. I mean, it kind of just dries the ground and makes it brittle. But like Crocodile really isn't doing any damage himself. He's just leaving it all up for the ground to do the damage. I mean, like it's just sending Luffy down a pit. There's really nothing more. Let's see. We also here have Water Pistol. This can probably do damage to characters like Buggy at max. Nah, even that is kind of disrespectful. Probably characters like Django or something, because this should scale lower than Choose Water Shotgun. It should be lower than that. Uh, let's see. Aside from that, we have Crocodile just negging this attack, which this also implies that he could just neg anything that a fisherman throws not everything a fishman does, but everything that a fishman throws with water. Uh, so yeah, that's it. Like Crocodile is factually immune to water if he chooses to, if he can react to it. Uh, so yeah, now he's kind of just flexing on how he can turn things into sand. Uh, yeah, because he's just absorbing water. So yeah, I mean he's just drying everything up, drying everything up. So yeah, he can dry up the ground, just turn everything into sand. This is probably one of the most impressive things that Crocodile can do, if we're honest. Because AP wise, he gets surpassed by almost everyone else in One Piece, but hacks wise, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I mean, it's even affecting Luffy's sandals. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. Then ground depth. Kind of just massively turns everything to sand in one hit. It's what it seems to do. So yeah, there's that. He kind of just massively turns everything into sand, which is it's a fun power, I guess. It's fun to have. He really cannot use it on people, as we saw later on versus Luffy. Drying up a person, he just cannot consistently do that, or at least he couldn't do it with Luffy. So if he cannot do it with Luffy, which this is probably the weakest Luffy's gonna be, after this he just gets massively stronger. Yeah, I mean like not that good AP wise, but hacks wise, pretty good hacks, I guess. So yeah, so here we have Robin just eliminating 30 soldiers in one move. So it's 30 flower strangle. Should be easy. This is another Robin move in which she kind of just incapacitates the opponent immediately. This would work with anybody basically, like unless you have Haki to defend yourself. Um, and it really is just for defend yourself. I don't really see how Haki is gonna help you, avoid Robin putting you in this position. It's just gonna save you from being insta killed by Robin. But aside from that, like there's not a lot you can do to counter it. Robin can just grow limbs in whatever part of your body she wishes to do so. So yeah, I mean like it's not good. It's not good for Tashigi. Is Robin stronger than Mister One at this point? Possibly. I mean like even at this point, Robin can possibly just beat Zoro, Sanji, and she can probably stalemate with Luffy if she really wanted to, because she can just stop the attacks before they can, take shape. So she could just stalemate Luffy. She couldn't kill him because, curiously or probably on purpose, like the Gum Gum gives Luffy the resistance to almost anything Robin can throw at him. Like Robin cannot strangle him. Robin cannot easily break his back. So yeah, I mean like it gives a lot of good protection for Luffy against Robin's fruit. Like probably Robin's best strategy if she was aiming to kill Luffy would be to throw knives at the ground and then just try to sort of stab Luffy at some point. But that's also a bad strategy because Luffy, although he could be stopped by Robin. That's only if Robin is putting all of her attention on Luffy. If Robin lets Luffy do whatever he wants for like a minute or something, Luffy can just punch her out. I mean, like Robin's strong, but nothing suggests that she can really just take all the punishment that Luffy can dish out. So Robin is in a situation like she can just sort of stop a lot of people right now because like they just don't have haki, or unless they have a logia, or unless their bodies are special. Like yeah, her fruit is just really good at stopping people. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is the one time that Crocodile successfully dries Luffy up. That's pretty good. Oh, sorry about that. I got some sneezes right now. So it's pretty good. But what happens here is that this is the strongest opponent that Crocodile does this to, and yeah, everybody else is just gonna keep getting faster, stronger. They're gonna get Haki to resist this devil fruit powers. They're gonna get Haki to punch him in the face if he tries to do this. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's not that amazing, I guess. Okay. Anyways, Luffy saves himself right now with the water pistol. It comes back at the right time. Here we are about to see Robin's betrayal. Uh, Alright. So let's see it. Oh no, no, yeah, right, right. So this is the point in which. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this to scale Sanji, I guess. But this should also be obvious. I mean, like, if Sanji was matching a guy that was able to cut holes through wall. I mean, like, he obviously can cut through a wall if he wants to. So yeah, I mean, like, that should be obvious. But it's still kind of a neat feat, just to know that Sanji has a destructive capabilities to open holes in the streets if he wants to. Kind of scales him to what was the name of that woman? Um, Mr. One's partner. What was it again? Miss All Sunday? No, that's Robin's name. Miss Friday, I think. Miss Friday, I think. Maybe, maybe it's Miss New Year's. Maybe. Let me just check very quickly. So Miss New Year's. Oh yeah, because it's Miss Double Finger. Yeah, so it's Miss Double Finger because it's 1-1, which is New Year's or something. Yeah, I looked for this last time I was checking. I forgot about it. But anyways, uh, so here goes Tashigi gives Straw Hat the directions. To go save Alabasta, to go find Crocodile and save Alabasta. Uh, Luffy's poison as hell. So no, it's probably just damage. Actually, it's probably just damage. So this is probably one of Luffy's best endurance feats. By the way, like at this point, Luffy should be dead. Let me see if I can show you guys very quickly, very quickly. So technically, I can just name this other. Or I'm just gonna put it Captura one, just so that you can see it. So yeah, this is Luffy just falling to its injuries, and you can see that Luffy has been pushing himself. Well, Luffy has been pushing himself since the first battle with Crocodile. He is on a bad shape. He's really bad. But uh, this is just to show that Luffy constantly pushes himself to the limit, and he just never mentions it. He never, ever lets anybody see how badly damaged he is. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like just to show you, like for example, if we're talking about Zoro's endurance, right? Like Zoro has pretty insane endurance, and it's probably the only person that has an argument to have better endurance than Luffy in the Straw Hat crew. But the thing about Luffy is that all the endurance damage that he takes, he constantly sort of tries to repress showing it. He doesn't want anybody to see how badly he is. Whereas Zoro really just doesn't have any problem telling somebody that, yeah, I'm on critical condition, I'm about to die, but I'm gonna kill you first. So he goes with that statement. And in Luffy's case, is just, I'm gonna beat you first. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna knock you out or something. So yeah, that's the thing with Luffy. Really, honestly, if nothing happened, didn't exist, I wouldn't have an argument whatsoever to say that Zoro has better endurance than Zoro. I mean, Zoro has better endurance than Luffy. I would just say Luffy has the best endurance in the group, because I have seen Luffy go through so much. Uh, but yeah, I mean, because at this point, the Luffy that we're seeing here on the screen, this Luffy, yes, he has mythical Soandel fruit, Paramecia fruit. He's not regular human. He's inhuman. But he still has limits, obviously, and we can clearly see that at this point he has reached his limits. If he gets back up, it's not because of the fruit. It's just his will. It's just his endurance. It's just his madness. It is on him. It really is nothing else but his will. But yeah, there's that. I mean, like, again, if nothing happened, didn't exist, I would have no problem whatsoever putting Luffy at top of the endurance of all the characters in the Straw Hat crew. Cause yeah, this man's crazy. Luffy is a monster of endurance. But yeah. Mm, then we have here Zoro and Robin and Crocodile discussing, just trying to figure out what they're gonna do. I mean, in this case, Robin is betraying Crocodile. She chooses not to give Crocodile, the secret. Then she tries to take him down, and it's a swift motion. It's a really good motion. I have water. I have a knife. I'm gonna cut you, and she tries her best. Honestly, it's good, but here we have Robin's main problem, and it really is speed. It really is just that. She just doesn't have as much speed as the other character. I mean, she just doesn't. She literally just lacks a little bit of speed. Um, and that's it. Like, again, with other characters, with characters that she can just hold and make them other characters that are tangible. This is not a problem because she can just grab them. She said she states so herself, like, speed and power have no problem with them. They are not a problem for her because she can realistically just stop a punch before it can get enough energy. She can also just stop somebody from moving, before they have gather enough speed to blitz her. So yeah, that's the thing with Robin. She counters a lot of things, but if you're inhuman, like Crocodile, then you're in trouble. And honestly, you have to be inhuman like Crocodile in regards of being able to sort of destroy your physical body, or to be inhuman like Luffy in the sense that you cannot be hurt by regular attacks. In the case of Luffy specifically, thank God, he's nerfed a little bit because if not, he would be crazy. But the one attack that does work on Luffy, it's piercing and stabbing attacks or slashing attacks. Things that cut. So I mean, in that regard, Robin would have to use a knife and stuff like that, and it's just the process of her getting a knife and trying to do. Basically, that's the thing. Like, if Robin tried to do this combo that she did on Luffy, that's her best strategy to get a W on Luffy and beating him. But the idea that Luffy wouldn't be able to, at this point that Robin is doing this, sort of react to it or at least get a sort of counter, that's what's not very likely to happen. Like Robin shouldn't ever try this move on Luffy because this guarantees her defeat. But if she's just like holding Luffy and clutching him or strangling him and stuff like that, that's not gonna do any damage, but it's gonna be enough of a stalemate so that neither party wins or something. So yeah, there is that. That's I just wanted to quickly comment on that. So, anyways, then let's see. Then the place begins to fall off. Something falls on top of Crocodile's head. I don't remember what. I don't remember what, but yeah. So Cobra begins the self destruct. Yeah, and then Crocodile is like, okay, I'll just become the king of this place. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And yeah, that's probably Crocodile's strategy at this point. Like, just kill everyone. This plan is cooked. I'll find another way to achieve the things I want to achieve. So here, Usopp calls for a meeting. Uh, yeah, Luffy gets lucky, uh, goes into the right hole, which is something that he needed to do, and then just jumps. BB jumps. Everyone jumps. Okay, so this is Dead Noise by Usopp. That's good. It's good. It honestly works on everybody. So yeah, this is the strongest sound attack before Apu comes into the scene. If Apu never comes into the scene, this is probably the strongest sound attack in One Piece. So that's funny, I guess. I'm just trying to be funny at that point. It really isn't that impressive or anything. I'm just trying to be funny. Uh, okay, so Luffy busts into the scene. Um, he says that he has come to beat him up. Yeah, because he needs to give back the kingdom. He says that he's gonna beat him up, and yeah, that's it. So this is a blood kick. Haki doesn't exist, so it has to be blood. At this point in the story, it just has to be. That's what Oda must be thinking, that it is the blood. But nowadays, you could retcon it and just say that Luffy was tapping into unconscious Haki or something, I guess. But yeah, it really shouldn't be. Yeah, it has to be blood. It just has to. It's one of those bad things. Like if Luffy was actually dropping that much blood to punch Crocodile, he would be dying. He would actually be dead. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know. Uh, this fight is one of those fights that it looks cool, but realistically, it doesn't make a lot of sense because like Luffy shouldn't have that much blood. But all right. Yeah, I don't know. Ordan wasn't cooking with this logic. This wasn't good logic. I'm gonna be honest, but all right. He needed Crocodile to be able to punch Luffy or something. So yeah, that happens. Okay, so this is the first instance of the poisonous hook. Uh, right, right. There are no rules on combat between pirates. It's a fight to the death. Yeah, Crocodile, all chill because he's not gonna die from this. He's a man made of sand. He's gonna be fine. He's not dying from this. So there is that. Uh, let's see what else do we have here. Yeah, just Toshi helping the team out. Oh, damn. I'm feeling a little bit more tired today. Probably need to drink some more water. So I'm gonna have to take a break to drink water eventually, but not right now. We have a little bit more time. Uh, the rabbit. I forgot about this. I forgot about the rivet gun. Yeah, I definitely forgot about this. So yeah, the rivet gun. I mean, it's enough to take down Pell from the air. Let's remember this guy took a nuke. Let's put some respect on the rivet gun, bro. Let's put some respect. Like this took Pell down for a week, bro. Like what? What are we talking about here? Like Pell just went down for a week from this. So yeah, there is that. Let's see. So yeah, they keep fighting. They keep fighting. They keep fighting. Luffy dodges in time. Yeah, gun bullet. He stops himself because he knows that he's tricky. Right. Right. Tries swing and a miss. Um. So yeah, that is a powerful poison that Crocodile put on that. I mean, it's only probably just acid at this point. I don't know why we call this poison. It looks more like acid than anything else, but all right, fine. It's poison. Sure, why not? Anyways, so yeah, I mean they keep fighting, and this is interesting because at this point Luffy takes in the poison. He definitely does clash with the poison, but he's gonna be able to keep fighting. He's still gonna be able to sort of do some damage here. So there is that. Crocodile takes some damage, incalculable to be honest. Then takes more damage, also incalculable. But he does. But he does take the damage, I guess. So yeah, there is that. So 205-4. Cobra is impressed by this guy that he just keeps fighting, even though Crocodile just easily dealt with all the soldiers of the kingdom. Which, by the way, the soldiers of the kingdom are no joke. They did have the will to sort of sacrifice their lives to stop Crocodile. So there is that. So they come up with a plan. That is to all right. I forgot that the rabbit gun was from Mrs. Father's Day. God damn, what the fuck? Okay, all right. Mr. Seven, all right, sure, why not? Mr. Seven out here rocking the special shoes. Let's see. I'm just gonna show you the shoes because, god damn, look at the shoes. Look at the shoes on both of them. Honestly, these are freaky shoes. So yeah, those are some freaky ass shoes. Anyways, let's go with this. Yeah, there is that. Okay, Mr. Seven. Mr. Seven is about to get his ass beaten. So there is that. Okay, that's whoa. Okay, nah, that's just some nice trivia from all that. So anyways, continuing on with this. We have Tashigi just loading some thugs. That's fine. I'm just gonna put it here because honestly, this is kind of the fun parts that I wanted to do on this with this idea. Is like, okay, where do you scale the rivet gun versus Tashigi taking out some random Baroque works father? And I'm like, I don't know. Probably the rivet gun is higher, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Probably the rivet gun is stronger because the rivet gun was able to take down Pell. So I mean, like Pell's a strong guy. Pell took down a nuke. So yeah. Plus lifting wise, I mean he had to lift the nuke. So I mean that's good. That's good on Pell. Um, so let's see. Did this land? I think it didn't. I think it didn't land. I think it's a miss. Let's just try to see more context to see if there's something I can sort of put this into context with. Like, what kind of damage is Luffy doing with this? What kind of. I mean, it's just destroying rock. Not really that impressive, but he is doing it. So, let's see. Now we have the Gatling. Good old Gatling. I think it lands. I mean, as it reads, it seems like it did land on Crocodile. Again, it is kind of crazy that he's hitting Crocodile with all of this, because, like, that would mean he's losing blood currently. Which, again, not really that possible if he. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Crocodile keeps bragging, you're gonna die from the poison, why do you keep fighting? Just kind of just typical stuff. Funny joke from Oda here. Usopp full body cast is still able to jump a decent amount, 2 stories high. Let's see. After that, we have Chopper jumping on here. Right. Yeah, he throws Chopper. Then he basically passes it to Zoro. Zoro goes in here, throws him again. yeah, he tells him that he's gonna throw them with the sword. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want BB to die, or just Luffy with his determination of like, yeah, I'm going to die for this. It doesn't matter because like I have something more important, which is helping my friends. That takes priority over my life, something like that. So Luffy succumbing to the poison. The poison is really strong poison to be doing this to Luffy. Um, Zoro times it correctly in order to just sort of tank the bullets. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, there is that. I'm gonna try to put this all into perspective just so I remember what's happening here. I really do hope that I remember what's happening here. I really do hope so. Anyway, so yeah, the shoot, the shot, the the bullets land on Zoro. Yeah, he just takes this in exchange for saving the Chopper and BB, right? Oh no, I see it here. Oda didn't use the jumping point. He probably should have used it. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. He transform, makes another trickery. Uh, yeah. I mean, it's like BB's coming from up in the air, which is something they didn't expect. Uh, and then BB uses the Peacock Slasher. Uh, and it's just something that they didn't realize what type of weaponry they were fighting against. This is not a projectile. This is a solid object, kind of like a whip. So that means that you can just use it after it reaches its peak, sort of a peak stretch. I guess you can just use it again in a different way, and that's what she does. Then BB comes in here and she stops it with her hands, if I remember correctly, which is crazy. But honestly, BB just likes it. No, no, she uses the Peacock Slasher again. All right, because it's too long. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Again, Zoro just barely alive after all this bullshit. Nobody caught him, by the way. What the heck is it? Sanji was right there, bro. Nobody thought of catching Zoro. They really just said, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. Zoro's gonna be fine." These people are just crazy. Or maybe they were catching Chopper. Maybe they went and catch Chopper. Maybe. I doubt it. I think they really left you Zoro and Chopper to their own devices. I think they did, but honestly, it happened, right? So it has a timer. It has a timer. Uh, so yeah, that's it. It has a timer. Crocodile just bad guy. Still had a plan to just take out as many people as he could, no matter what. Yeah. And here comes Pell. If I remember correctly, this is where Pell comes in. He comes in at the right time. And yeah, Luffy's just calling Crocodile a sore loser, a bad player, because he is. I mean, think about this from Crocodile's planning, right? So Crocodile from the Arabasta Kingdom, he really only wants Pluto. He's not that interested in ruling. I mean, he's kind of doing it, but he clearly doesn't give a shit. He clearly doesn't care. So Crocodile doesn't care about ruling Alabasta. He's not interested in that. He wants Pluto. He wants Pluto because ultimately he wants to use Pluto uh, to conquer the world or to get the One Piece or whatever, right? So from his point of view, he has set this up so that the king loses power. The king is in a position in which Crocodile can kidnap him, and then he can use Nico Robin to get into the mausoleum and get Pluton. That's Crocodile angle, right? Getting Pluton. So in the middle of that, right? So he has already debilitated the king's position. All right. By the way, he could have just sent Mister Two to be a double at some point and just grab the king and then just done his plan altogether without the civil war and stuff. You know that's the fucked up thing that Crocodile is doing. He is staging a coup. He's staging a revolution and destroying the whole Arabasta kingdom as an extra. He's doing this because he's a jaded man. He's just a little bit sick on the head, and it also just solidifies his power over the country, which he doesn't really care that much about. But he's a man of profit first, so like he's gonna take as much profit as he can. So obviously, when he made this whole plan to get Pluto, he realized I'm gonna have to basically take over the country to get Pluto. So okay, I'll do that, but I'll also just stage a coup in order to debilitate the country as much as possible to ensure that I'm the one running the things no matter what. So he has already had this plan of the sort of like the civil war to take power, and then the civil war exists again to debilitate the country and to ensure that Crocodile just reigns for the most amount of possible. But he really doesn't need to do the bomb. There's no reason to do a bomb in the middle of this plan. There's no reason. He really just wants to raise the casualties. There's nothing else. In fact, if there is a bomb happening, that's just gonna raise the suspicions of the world government, of the citizens, basically everybody. Basically, Crocodile is choosing to put himself into a worse position just to kill more people, just for the sake of it, because I don't know, he gets off on it. He gets off on being smarter than everyone. So but on top of doing the bomb plan, he's like, oh, but my subordinates may be incompetent. So I might as well put in a timer just in case my subordinates are too incompetent. So he even set up a timer. Like, what is this? What is this craziness from Crocodile's just being crazy here? Absolutely insanity. He has no reason for the bomb. For the civil war, you could say that he just wants the country as debilitated as possible to gain as much as possible, but he really has no reason for a bomb. There's no point in having a bomb here. I mean, like maybe to erase the tracks of him doing all this shady stuff, but like the only sort of remnants of his plans would be his fucking employees. So it's like he's gonna kill his own employees. So it's like, why, bro? Like, why? What even is the point of all of this? What is the point of this bomb? But yeah, so Crocodile's a little sick on the head, and Luffy is rightfully calling him a creep because he is a creep. Because there's no reason to be doing all this extra stuff. There's no reason. But yeah, there is that. So here comes Luffy. Luffy just breaks Crocodile's hook. I don't think the Crocodile hook was particularly strong, so I mean, like, this is just sort of just, yeah, I mean, like, Luffy just finally got a hit in, so I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, Luffy just needed to get this one type of a specific hit, and he got it. So yeah, that's it. What else? What else? Pell comes in here. Yeah, he's just Baby's uncle. I'm gonna be honest. This guy is just Baby's uncle. If we're gonna talk about One Piece deaths, there's two deaths that I think like Oda really puts it out with. Like Oda should have just committed to the deaths. One is this. One of those deaths is this. You know what? Maybe three. But we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, so this is one of these deaths. This is one of the deaths that should have happened in the story. Pell has served his purpose. If we wanted something else from like a bodyguard from Alabasta or somebody that BB can trust that's competent enough to run the show after she leaves, um, no, you know what? I mean, like, there's a lot of that's actually here. No, there's Igaram because Igaram should also be dead. Now that I think about it, Igaram should be dead. Pell should be dead. These two deaths really don't affect the story that much. I mean, like, Bibi would feel bad about their deaths no matter what. I mean, in fact, in the story wise, we get the celebration while thinking that Pell is dead. So Pell is really the character that it makes no sense whatsoever that we didn't sort of let him die, because like everybody thought he was dead. So Pell and Igaram are the two characters that should have died at this point in the story. They should have just died. Uh, but they didn't. Oda, for whatever reason, just chickened out. He couldn't commit to killing these characters, and he just resurrected them. But yeah, I mean, like if Pell dies, it's just a better story. I've got to be honest. It's just it makes a lot of sense. Like, and you could even have some cover stories in which there is a sort of like a statue dedicated to Pell, because like he is the hero of Arabasta. He sacrificed himself to save Arabasta from this explosion, right? And like there is that. I mean, like everybody should just be thinking of Pell as a hero, because he took this bomb and he just went with it. So yeah, I mean, like this is a city destroying attack. By the way, this is just city destroying attack, nuke level attack, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like it's just it. I mean, like if we are really generous with Arabastas, or I think it's this Arubarna. If we're generous with Arubarna's size, I mean, like this is I don't know what the size of Egypt, I guess. So this is just Egypt size, an Egypt size city, which large city is basically what I'm trying to get at. This is probably just a large city place that's getting destroyed. Anyways, so yeah, there is that. Yeah, again, people should be just clamoring on to Pell like he's a hero, because he is a hero. He took this one for the team. There's really no reason for him to survive this. I'm gonna be honest, but he did. Uh, so yeah. Uh, let's see what else is going on. They just won't stop fighting. They just won't stop fighting. Yeah. So Luffy is coming in here with the combos. I'm gonna have to get all the combos. Oh no, such sad thing to read my favorite story and to have to read all the combos that they use in that story. Oh no. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, Luffy comes in here, grabs one punch, two punches. Oh well, this is a kick actually, but like yeah, you get it. Two punches. Let's see what else Luffy does. Three punches. Three punches. Yeah, there's that. Gets a second weapon on his left hand. This is a knife, just a regular knife. Kind of gonna do anything. If the poison hook didn't stop this man, your shitty ass knife is not gonna do anything. I'm gonna be honest, Crocodile. This is just desperate. This is just sad. But yeah, Luffy throws in a kick, and then oh, he tries a slashing Sabless attack. It's not a bad idea. It's not good enough. It really isn't good enough. Uh, in fact, he doesn't do anything to Luffy. I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't get slashed or anything. Like I think at this out of this stack, he should have shown Luffy getting slashed, possibly. But no, we don't get that. So then Luffy comes in here with the Gum Gum Desert Storm. Uh, uh, it's more like Crocodile uses Espada, Desert Espada, and then Luffy's gonna use Gum Gum Storm. So at the end of the day, even though like Crocodile is trying to do something spiky or slashy to sort of cut Luffy, it's sand. So as soon as Luffy's blood comes into contact, the sand gets solidified, and then Luffy just beats it out. I mean, like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's one of those things that it looks good. It looks good. So let's just go with it. It looks good. Sorry, Luffy takes the win, and that's it. So Crocodile is down after this. Just completely down, and the rain is coming back. So yeah, there is that. Luffy did it. Luffy beat his ass. Luffy faints from this. No, Luffy doesn't know how much bedrock there was to the surface. He was just beating Crocodile up. I don't even think he was trying to destroy the bedrock. Maybe he was. I don't remember. But the point being is that Luffy was just gonna beat Crocodile's ass no matter what. He was just focused on beating Crocodile. There was not anything else. Uh, so yeah, they both fall into the ground. Yeah. And then they were about to die, but no. Luckily, Robin came in with the antidote, and this is when Luffy just chooses to save her. Yeah, so there is that. So yeah, after this, it's Cobra meets the pirates. Uh, and this is again just to show the difference. They are tired. They are tired. They're just putting on brave faces, but they are tired. They really have nothing left in the tank. Uh, so if he goes on to do her political thing, uh, so yeah, they did it. They saved the day. It's over. Everyone from Baroque Works has been stopped. And yeah, that's it. Uh, yeah. So the king just tells everyone to just leave. That given the circumstances, this just happened. We gotta live with our mistakes and just continue on forward, which is a good message. It's a good message overall. Yeah. So, anyways, continuing with this, let's see. Hina makes her first appearance right here, I think, or maybe no, it's the second appearance, right? Because she appeared before in the color pages. Uh, so yeah. So in fact, I think Smoker went after this Rainmaker ship. Yeah, let me see if I can tell you guys a little bit about what's happening. So it's chapter 212. We're catching up with what Smoker was doing when he left Tashigi. Let me just get that picture over here. It's a good picture, I guess. So okay, so we're catching up a little bit with Smoker right now, and what happened here is that Smoker was in fact going after the. Uh, let's see, it's here. So Smoker was going after the ring making ship. So when the rain begins to fall, like if you want an interpretation that's different from Crocodile was awakened and he was stopping the rain on his own, or Bibi summoned the rain herself, the explanation would be on Smoker being able to stop the rain making machine, and having done this, that's when the sort of rain just accumulated and was able to fall down onto what was this for Aluarna, right? So yeah, that's a theory. If you do not want to use either uh to, to, oh no. Oh damn! I forgot about this. I forgot about this completely. This is so out of my part. Okay. Uh, so yeah. This is probably just a smoker using the rain powder himself. I gotta be honest. Uh, yeah. This is probably a smoker actually bending the rules, and he just forced the situation to a cheap piece by using the rain powder machine. So yeah, I mean, like this is the, I think the correct way to read this. A smoker is a man that will do what's best for the people before doing what's supposed to be the right thing according to Navy headquarters or the world government. So yeah, I can totally see Smoker coming into here using the rain powder machine, forcing the rain, and he knew that the rain would be something that would sort of distract the war for a little bit, and that distraction would give the king time to create peace. So there is that, and I do think that fits with Smoker's character. It fits 100% with Smoker's character of not following the rules, telling the world government to go eat shit. It fits with Smoker caring about the people before anything else. So he obviously, that's why he didn't choose to fight Crocodile, because like he knew that he didn't have the authority to sort of like stop Crocodile, and I think he also knew he couldn't beat him. No, that's not really that true. I guess it's a plot reasoning on why he didn't go after Crocodile himself. But yeah, let's just say that Smoker just left it in Luffy's hand for some reason, whatever reason that may be. He just left it all in Luffy's hand. He chose to go after this smoking machine. This gives the Navy enough evidence to arrest Crocodile. Plus, also, if he forced the rain to fall, he knew that would be enough to save the most amount of people. Maybe it was because of that, because he knew that if he wanted to save the most amount of people, the best thing he could do was to create rain. So he deduced the idea that there was a rainmaking machine somewhere. He went for it. He found it. He got it. He forced Arubarna to rain, and then after that he would just chill there, calling Hina, so that she sends the evidence and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, I completely forgot about this. Yeah, Smoker's dialogue is clearly telling you, and also Hina's suspicions also just tell you, yeah, a Smoker used the rainmaking machine. Um, so yeah, see, so Smoker use the rainmaking machine. I mean the rainmaking machine. Uh, they found the ship. Crocodile went after it. I mean, Smoker went after it. May Yeah, that's it. No, yeah, that's it. I mean, the other supposition is that Baby sort of made it because she's secretly Uranus, I think. No, Pluto. She's secretly Uranus, I guess, or Uranus or whatever. Um, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, if we're honest, like before we knew that Momo can control the Pluto. Uh, it didn't make it was kind of logical to assume like, okay, so Shirahoshi can control the sea beast, then Momo can control the seas or something, and then Bibi can control the winds or something. But nowadays it doesn't seem to be following that part. It really seems like Shirahoshi can control the sea beasts. um, Momo controls the the Pluto ship or whatever. But then that also frees up Bibi to not be directly controlling the weather and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, like it's probably not that. It's probably the laser cannon that was used by Imu. That's probably Uranus. That probably makes more sense. But yeah, that's kind of it. Whatever. So yeah, the guys are hurt. Bibi's about to take them into custody. They're going to be safe. Yeah, it's just a good wrap up party. So yeah, there's that. So since I don't think there's gonna be any fighting here, I'm just gonna quickly see where we go from here on out. Yeah, so right. So Chopper out here flexing his power of making medicine, sort of flexing. Well, not really flexing. He's actually trying to train. He's trying to become better. Luffy just woke up, which makes sense. Yeah, Luffy is the one that's more damaged out of everyone here. So yeah, it makes sense. They have the party, they have their moments, and yeah. So now we're gonna get the goodbye, which not really, not really gonna be something I need to look at because it doesn't matter for my purposes. Uh, Bibi's adventure, right? Just the goodbye, and then chapter 217. We're on to new things. So, all right. So we have here Hina doing her Hina move, which is the lock move. Now that I think about it, I think she did use one of these attacks against Mister Two. So I'm gonna have to just quickly go back, just to look at Mister Two getting caught, cause Mister Two is getting caught out here. So it was on chapter 215 that Mr. Two gets caught. Let's just quickly look at this. Mm-hmm. All right. The Mary also takes in damage on this battle, which is not good for the Mary. I'm gonna be honest, this is not good for the Mary. Pretty bad for the Mary. Anyways, chapter 214, just to quickly check on the damage that Mr. 2 was taking and the Mary was taking. Pretty sure they were. Huh. It was 215, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I wasn't expecting that, but alright. So this is spears. The spears should basically be cannonball level. It's just that Luffy cannot stop them because they counter him hard. So yeah. Also, Zoro cannot counter them. Basically, nobody can really counter this. So well, maybe Sanji. Sanji could possibly kick them, but they're hard. So I mean, if anything, no, no, yes, it's no, nobody can really counter it. Nobody in the crew really has anything yet to counter this. So yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it is Sanji and Mister Two. They just kick it away, which is what I was expecting. Let's see. Luffy also throws one into the water. So yeah, there is that, and Zoro slashes one, I think. So yeah, I mean, like they can counter it. It's just like it's not as good. It's not as an easy counter as I thought. So yeah, yeah, and we're shown which are the characters that are gonna be stopping the cannonballs. Yeah. All right. So yeah, the problem is that there's too many of them, and Luffy kind of uses his balloon attack to just sort of repel all of them, which would be what Luffy did under normal circumstances or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. Mr. T's gonna get caught in this, and then after that, what else do we have here? One last look at Arabasta before. What was up with this? This is a fun panel by Oda here. This is a fun panel that he did, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, now we have here. And Pell survive. All right. Pell survive somehow, some way. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Vivi appears again. Bibi shows her. I mean, Robin appears again. Robin shows her ability to sort of negate any fighting style that isn't sort of like devil fruitish or just broken as hell. So yeah, there's that, and that's kind of it. She shows up, she does her thing, and that's it. All right. So I think I deleted something I needed to delete. Give me 1 second out here. So this is 217. I think it's Hina taking down somebody. Yeah, it's just that very easily Hina takes down this guy. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, there is that or whatever. So yeah, Robin wants to join the crew. Right. So here we have Luffy saving Robin's life by letting her into the crew. A funny thing about this is like, when people say that Luffy has instincts to know who's bad and wrong, I kind of disagree with that a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Like Luffy actually is just really perceptive. Like he knows when he's 100% sure of something, but like aside from that, he really doesn't have that many sort of like supernatural instincts or stuff like that. What I mean by that is, for example, Luffy judging Robin correctly, he has a lot of good reasons to know that Robin is a good person. For example, right, like when Luffy got into the scene versus when Luffy got into his first fight with Crocodile, the person that saved him was Robin. Robin saved him, right? Then when we have round 4 or round 3, I don't remember which round specifically is, Luffy arrives and Robin is damaged on the floor on a bad condition, right? So like Robin has lost the battle against Crocodile, right? So putting those two together is like, okay, on the first scenario she saved me, right? But maybe she's just fucking with me, right? The second time is she saved me and she fought with Crocodile. They had a disagreement. For some reason, Robin was not agreeing with this psychopath. So that's another point towards Robin. And then after Luffy beats Crocodile, she gives Luffy the medicine to save his life. So it's like Luffy has a good reason to believe in Robin so far. He has seen nothing but good things come from Robin. So it actually is just like Luffy's perceptive to the situation rather than Luffy just having natural goodness detector, which I think is what everybody should be looking at. Like if Luffy sees someone for long enough, he gets to see the true character. It's what Luffy's good at. He has high emotional intelligence. that doesn't mean that every single decision that Luffy makes is a good one. In fact, he has been tricked before, like in Whiskey Peak. If you give him food, you have a very good chance of tricking him. So yeah, I mean, like, it's just that Luffy's very perceptive of things. It's not that Luffy just trusts anybody blindly, or like he believes that anybody's a good guy. No, he is perceptive to the little details, right? Um, so yeah, there's that. I just wanted to mention that very quickly because I think this is a good instance in which it's just Luffy being intelligent. It's just Luffy looking past the situation of like, she is technically my enemy. She technically helped Crocodile conquer this country, and I mean, Luffy instead looks at the character, looks at the whole situation, looks at who the person really is. So yeah, that's it. If you want to see something similar of like people having high emotional intelligence and just judging people based on that, you can look at Sanji, right? Sanji is also like a person that usually sort of like picks wrong a lot of, well, not picks wrong, but can pick wrong in situations, like can misjudge a person, especially women with Sanji. But uh, other times he pays attention to the details, right? Like when Sanji was dealing with Viola, I think or was it Violet? I do not remember. Rebecca's aunt, right? When Sanji was dealing with Rebecca's aunt, he perceived some sort of happiness on her. He paid attention. He realized that she wasn't completely lying when she said things, and when he was being tortured and stuff like that, she was regretting it. So Sanji had good reason to believe the things that he believed, right? So again, I just wanted to clarify that it's not like these characters have some sort of superpower. It's just that they are perceptive. Some of these characters are very perceptive. In Zoro's case, it's kind of the opposite. Like he is perceptive, but he kind of always thinks the worst of people, right? So Luffy and Sanji think the best of people, and then when they see a flaw, they keep thinking the best. Or if it's a big flaw, then is that they already ask, okay, this is a bad person or not. But in Zoro's case, for example, he thinks the worst of people, and then when he sees the characters, that he begins trusting them or not. And Luffy and Sanji are the opposite. They see the best on people, and then if they see something bad, they begin to trusting or not. Uh, just a quick comment on like the characters and how they do their stuff, and they how they interact with certain people and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see, a galleon falling. So yeah, there's that, and a sky island. So yeah, Robin here has more experience on the sea. Makes sense that she has heard about the sky island, and yeah. Robin's telling them to trust the poneglyph more. I mean, the log post more than anything else. And she's right. This is good advice. This is good advice coming from her. The guys fall into the ocean, go into the ocean. All right. So they deal with this. They deal with this. They deal with this. They deal with this. All right. All right. All right. Monkey Punch by I don't remember his name, to be honest. I really don't. And I'm not gonna look for it. I really don't care. I really don't care enough. So yeah, there is that. So the Monkey Punch. Probably you can scale this to a Gum Gum pistol. Probably a little bit higher because it's underwater, but yeah. So yeah. chomp from a giant turtle. I'm not gonna be judging this chomp. It's just a turtle eating. It really isn't that big a deal. Uh, all right. Giant shadows. And then they kick the monkeys on feet in the air. This is a gag, so I'm not gonna scale this. It's a gag. It should be fine. All right. So giant novice. So they have some treasure. So yeah, there's that. 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 Mm-hmm. Now this is fun because we have a guy that gets beaten up by Jesus Borges, right? And then that guy is said to be working for Russia, the executioner, a big guy. And then Russia, the executioner, gets beaten by Bellamy, another big guy. And then the idea is to supposedly hype up Bellamy. And yeah, I mean, like, Bellamy's kind of a big deal, for for the riffraff, for the weaklings, for the really really weaklings. But like, yeah, aside from that, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this that I don't even know what this is just a regular ass stab, but like Bellamy doesn't have that many attacks, so I'm gonna be doing Bellamy a favor. I'm gonna be using this, I guess. Um, all right, so all of this is on the way of saying that this guy is getting beaten by Bellamy. Honestly, Bellamy out here is moving like pre Grand Line Usopp or East Blue Usopp or whatever, because like he's just setting people on fire. Not really that cinematic, if we're honest. I mean, like, yeah, not really that impressive. But he's doing it. But he's beating the guy up. That's for sure. Uh, all right. Well, I'm gonna take my break. We're in chapter 223. I'll come back in a minute, and yeah, that's about it. All right, and we're back. All right, I need a break. I need some water. I really need to get some more water today because I ran out of water, but I need more water. Anyways, whatever. So let's go with this. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is Jaya. We have a right at Jaya officially. Let's see. The exploding apples, which again, Luffy expects the best from people. He just takes people at their word. So this is why Luffy would do something like this. He takes food from a stranger, a shady stranger that everybody just thinks this guy is suspicious as hell, right? And then, um, you know, Zoro wouldn't. So Zoro here on this situation is like, no, I expect the worst from you, so I'm not going to be taking anything from you. And Luffy, on the other hand, is like, I expect the best from you, so thank you for the apple. And luckily for Luffy, this this guy is not just giving out just fully poisoned apples. No, he takes gamble. He just sort of takes a random a random. Uh, he leaves it up to chance. So he is playing a game. Like that's what Doc Q is doing here. He's playing a game. He's seeing who are the lucky ones, who are the unlucky ones, and that's it. Five of them exploded. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if he had took one of the bad ones, he would have died instantly. So this is those apples are insta kills for regular humans, right? And that's it. Yeah, Doc is out here sizing up Luffy, telling him he's a lucky boy, and he is. He definitely is getting lucky. But yeah, so our crew keeps walking. They just keep walking out here. Right. They keep walking. They keep walking. Yeah. They keep walking, and yeah, big knives are keys. First mate of the Bellamy pirates. Right. Tall guy, by the way. Tall guy. Easily 2 meters, probably. Easily 2 meters guy. And the woman that's accompanying him, I mean, probably he's wearing heels, but still probably like at least Luffy's height, if not taller. So I don't know, 175 and with heels, probably 180. So 180, 185. So yeah, that's it. Nami out here mad. Zoro also mad. Uh, Luffy again just taking people at their word because like even though Sarkis is a bad guy, obviously a bad guy, and even though obviously he pissed Luffy off, he's like, but he's a good person, so it should be fine. And then that good person is giving him money, so he's thinking like, yeah, I'll take it, thank you, or something. But yeah, no, that's not happening. Anyways, so we have the Bellamy Pirates here. Whatever, Bellamy Pirates are here doing Bellamy things. Yeah, like carry on. Yeah, so Luffy and Blackbeard, right. They're about to fight. Right. So Bellamy versus Luffy, first encounter. Luffy just deems Bellamy just not worth it. He's kind of like a loser, so he just says, "I'm not gonna fight you because you're a loser, and I don't fight losers, and I really don't gain anything from fighting you." So he doesn't. He doesn't do it. doesn't fight Bellamy. Bellamy out here doesn't know that Luffy has a devil fruit, I think. So he's going for some massive damage here on Luffy. Uh, it's not gonna be doing anything. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, Classic. This is a classic One Piece double spread. This is a good double spread. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Like the whole bar is just laughing at Luffy, Zoro, and Nami. Yeah, just good, good page. Great composition, and that's it. Yeah, Nami's embarrassed about this. Mad, honestly. Uh, yeah. Clearly, out here, Bellamy is insulting everybody that has a dream, and Luffy doesn't respect that. In fact, nobody really respects this mentality. Like, um, Bellamy is basically the only place that this kind of mentality of like having dreams and those dreams being fake or just impossible are something not to be respected. This is the only environment that sort of is fine with that. Because everywhere else, probably there would be a pilot that would say, "You shut your mouth, young man. You don't know anything about the world" or something. But yeah, so yeah, they just I just choose not to fight for some reason. Well, I mean, like here we go again. Luffy just putting some sort of different standard on Zoro for no reason. By the way, I mean, like, let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro. If somebody put his hands on Luffy, right, and let's say that Luffy for whatever reason is just not reacting, Zoro will just cut them. There will be no question. There will be no nothing. He just cut them, and then vice versa. If somebody put their hands on Zoro, Luffy would just punch them. No questions, no nothing. He would just punch them. This situation specifically exists because Luffy decided, you know what? These guys aren't worth fighting for. Zoro, don't do anything either. I know you're just a regular human. You bleed more than me, but we're not doing anything, bro. We're just gonna take it. We're just gonna be punching bags now. And we're like, why? What are you talking about, Luffy? What are you talking about? But bear in mind that this is just they're letting themselves be touched. But if they touch Nami, whole different situation. By the way, whole Luffy would not put these standards on anybody else in the crew. Maybe with the exception of Sanji. That's the only other person that Luffy would say something like, "Sanji, don't fight back. Let's just take it." But for everybody else, I mean, if Bellamy was touching Chopper or Usopp or Nami or Robin, Luffy would just beat them up. Luffy would just beat everybody in the room. So this is a good scene. This is a really great scene. I love this scene. This scene is really great. It's just a little bit funny how Luffy just decided, you know what, Zoro, you're gonna take punishment too. you're gonna take, you just gotta take it, bro. We both got. I decided I'm gonna take it, and I am making you take it as well, bro. Cause Zoro really doesn't care if these guys are clowns. He was just gonna, I'm gonna cut them anyways. I mean, like if they're clowns, sure, but I'll just kill them. Uh, it's funny. It's really funny. It's really funny. Like what is this? What is this? What do I do with this? So yeah, there is that. I don't know. Because Luffy and Zoro are not defending themselves. I mean, that's the only reason why they're taking damage. Even if they were defending themselves, they wouldn't even be taking damage. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I mean, like here we just have a bunch of random characters just doing damage on our characters because they're not defending or fighting. They just ain't doing anything. So yeah. Yeah, and this is also just showing how Luffy and Zoro perform differently when lies or friends are on the line versus when it's just random stuff. When it's just randomness, they really they really can do just about anything. Any sort of thing can happen because they are not fighting 100%. Yeah. We just forced Zoro to this for no reason, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's funny because Zoro had every right to just kill everybody in that room for what they were doing to Luffy, bro. But like, Luffy just explicitly gave him orders to just done, just done. Just don't do that, bro. Just take it, bro. Just get beaten. Uh, but yeah, there is that. So yeah, let's see how the story continues on to evolve here. I'm looking forward to seeing the original five Blackbeard pirates because I got something funny to say about those guys. But yeah, on the meantime, let's continue on with this. Let's see what happens now. Chopper bandages him up. Nami is obviously mad about their friends, but honestly, same thing. Like Nami, if she really wanted to, she could have just sort of fought everybody in that room. And with the exception of Bellamy, I think she beats everyone up. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, like, really, the only thing that those guys have above Nami is the numbers. Uh, Maybe. I don't know. So the diver squad are just going underground, going to get as much treasure as they can. Uh, Soundwave Havoc Center. I forgot about this. Ah, this is the actual second strongest sound attack in One Piece. I forgot about this. I really forgot about this guy. I really forget about the Monkey Brothers a lot. Uh, but anyways, so yeah, there's the Monkey Brothers out here. We have the second one here, doing damage to the ship, and although it's not doing that much damage to the characters themselves, which is weird. It should be doing damage to the characters. Anyways, 227. Finally, 227. So they're gonna meet Mont Black Cricket. But because gonna tell them the story of Mont Black. No land, I guess. And yeah, last boss, the Monkey Mountain Outlet Forest. So it's the Monkey Mountain final boss. Right. He does a clash with Sanji. It's an even clash, I'm gonna be honest. That's pretty impressive. Uh, then he pulls out the gun for no reason. For no reason, he's like, ah, all right, I see you're strong, young man. How about this gun? How about this gun? Are you stronger than this gun, young man? For no reason. For no reason. Uh, just Mont Blanc kick to gun, kick to Blicky. I don't fucking know. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. So he's doing his thing. Sanji dodged it. Sanji dodged again. And he's sick. Right. So the team. Anyways, Mount Black Cricket doing his thing. Here's when Luffy gains the trust of the Monkey Alliance. Right. The Monkey Alliance do their things. Right. Let's see, 229. Let's eat. I'm pretty sure there's nothing going on here. Yeah. They attack Mont Blanc. They steal his treasure. Was totally fine with spiders and bugs. Because he's just like that. And then... what else do we have here? Mom Black Cricket getting attacked. Bellamy the hyena. Oh, alright. Alright. I forgot about these guys. Praying mantis. Praying mantis. Let's go. Praying mantis. How strong is the praying mantis, bro? Bro, I what? I don't know how to scale this. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I do not know how to scale this. But yeah, praying mantis out here. I don't know. Chapter 231 is the praying mantis slash. Ladybugs, huge ladybugs. Jens Lux. That's fabulous, to be honest. Big chop. So, yep. So Scar is doing his attack. It's the big chop. It's enough to one shot the monkey. Masira, I forgot. So, here goes Havoc Sonar again. It's powerful, but not really enough to knock out anybody, it seems. The power of the Boing Boing fruit. And Shoju's about to get stomped by a snipe. It's a Boing Boing snipe. Anyways, yeah. So this happens. Luffy goes into this solo mission. Uh, Does everyone heal back? He'll be back by sunrise. So yeah, so Luffy goes into this. Let's see, and these guys are about to get the news that Luffy is actually a big deal, a big deal. Bellamy come out to play, and yeah, and Bellamy has no chance. I'm gonna be honest. So that spring is strong enough to destroy the tower. Uh, let's bear in mind that Bellamy was not really trying to destroy the tower, or at the very least, if you want to play Bellamy, he wasn't really trying to sort of do any major attack with this. That was just a casual thing he did. So yeah, now he goes after Luffy. Luffy easily dodges this, obviously, goes into the ground, and then he's like, okay, this is over. I'm not gonna deal with this. So yeah, Bellamy here uses a spring hopper. It's a good technique. It's her strongest. It's his strongest technique that he has or he displayed. But honestly, aside from the speed, it seems like it's just doing about the same damage that the tower destroying attack did. So it's just faster. But that's it. Um, yeah, Bellamy has no chance here. No chance whatsoever. Honestly, it's kind of unfair how how much he is, but yeah, Bellamy's just that dumbass that doesn't know when to quit. He really thinks he's the strongest, but he has no reason to believe that. So, anyways, he gets beaten. One punch, one shot. Probably one of the clearest cases of a one shot in One Piece. Luffy tells everyone to get him that gold. Yep. And then tells everyone that he's following his dream. He's gonna go to the sky. And that's it. This is, I think, the last time that Ace had this back tattoo, but we're about to see. This is the back tattoo that has the old white bear sign, the Indian one sign, that was later changed into Cross and Bones. So yeah, we're about to see what happens. Yeah. Let's see. Was he already? Yeah, the only man who's ever fought a Gold Roger and lived. His strength is legendary. So yeah, at this point, yeah, Whitebeard was already old. That was already set into stone. Yeah. And this is also the introduction of the Gorosei. That's good. So yeah. Yeah, three powers need to be protected because if the Marines are just let to do their things without any supervision, that sort of opens the door for the Marines trying to end corruption inside, right? And if on the other hand the pirates win, which is I think the most dangerous thing for the world government, if the pirates win, then obviously that puts into question their control over the world. So yeah, that's kind of it. Zoro out here telling the flamingo to stop. Yeah. Yeah, so okay, Mihawk comes into the scene. Two great powers of the seven worlds of the sea and the High Command of the Navy, but isn't this roundtable meaningless? Yeah. And then these two of the three great powers get to meet. The emissary of the man who's about to change the world, Blackbeard. So yeah, there's that, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, right in the next chapter is that Whitebeard is introduced properly. That's fun. Weird that all of the nurses in the Whitebeard Pirates have that leopard print pattern. That's a little bit weird, right? But whatever. Let's just ignore that for now. Anyways, so yeah. So Shanks moves, Blackbeard moves. Yeah, that's what's going on. Here we have Squizgar just initiating a fight because he's a dumbass. He doesn't control his emotions. Uh, and yeah, that's when Blackbeard one shots him. For no reason. Again, for no reason. For no reason, these people just decided to look for fights. But yeah. Uh, these people are big deal. They are big news. Right. So they are big news. They are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, Luffy versus these four guys right now at this point in the story, that's not exactly good for Luffy and the rest. I mean, if Robin is at range, she can deal with Bon Augur, which would be good because Bon Augur is extremely dangerous right now at this point in the story, when he can just snipe people from kilometers away. Yeah, that guy is dangerous. Then we have Burgess. Burgess is just a strong guy. Possibly, maybe if you really wanna wank Jesus, you could say that he's stronger than anybody in the Straw Hats right now. But kind of unlikely. So probably just a Sanji opponent. So Sanji just fights Jesus Burgess. That's it. Maybe he gets some support from maybe Nami. Maybe Nami could support with illusions. That's about it. Uh, let's see. Chopper and Usopp have to fight Doc Q. They just have to do that. They just need to carry that on their backs. They could possibly do it. I don't think Doc Q has the. Maybe he does already have the Seas Fruit, but the point being is that Doc Q isn't exactly a powerhouse. He's more like a hacks merchant. So if they can just somehow power through and just beat Doc Q, that would be enough. So Doc Q is a fight for Chopper and Usopp. Jesus versus a fight for Sanji and Nami. Robin, I am expecting Robin to just neck Van Augur. Just neck him, because if not, Van Augur is real trouble. He can deal with a lot of the heavy hitters if he's not dealt with. and then Luffy would need Zoro's help for Blackbeard. He just needs the best help he can get for Blackbeard. Blackbeard at this point, he is stronger than Luffy. No doubt. He just is. This same Blackbeard goes on to fight Ace and win, and allegedly the rest of the crew cannot help him because they're just that much weaker than Ace, so they really don't stand a chance. So yeah, it should be Luffy and Zoro versus Blackbeard. Sanji can come in and help as well if he deals with Jesus very rapidly. Which, if Jesus is too weak, which it seems like Jesus is kind of weak, kind of on the weaker side, and that's the reason why Blackbeard didn't want him to join in the fight. Um, that would mean that like Sanji has a good chance of just low defing Jesus Burgess. So if he does all that, if Sanji does all that, and then it's 3-on-1 versus Blackbeard, they have a chance. And again, the other key factor here is just Robin putting putting everything on and just beating Van Augur 1-on-1, just nagging him. Because if not, they are in trouble. They are in big trouble. So yeah, definitely a good luck and on the side of the Straw Hats that they didn't fight these guys right now, because it wasn't looking that good. I gotta be honest, it wasn't looking that good. Luffy was just looking for a buck all night. All right. And he gives them the Hercules beetle. That's so cute. Okay, so yeah, that's it. The Monkey Alliance gets back their treasure, and more than anything, more than money, I think it's the memories of the times that they found those things. Because honestly, money wise, yeah, it would help them, but I don't really think it has that much value for them monetarily. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of it. They're about to go fight. They're about to go into flight or something. All right, all right, all right. The knockup string is being formed, and yeah. All right, so knockup stream. Uh, how strong is the knockup stream? I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. Probably really strong. So the knockup stream is about to be launched, and yeah, Whitebeard is taking damage from this. So yeah, I'm definitely taking this as damage. I don't care. So it's 236. I'm gonna take it. I don't care. All right. So they got sent flying into the seas and to the cloud seas. Anyways, so volume 26. Let's go. It's funny how almost everyone in Blackbeard's crew except Jesus Burgess believes in fate and in will a lot. Like they believe completely into that, which is funny. I think it's really funny that it's just one guy that doesn't believe in that. Everybody else is like, yeah, fate is on our side. We will get this. So yeah, there's that. Ooh. Now, we're in chapter 237, and this is the point in which Robin uses Ojos Fleur to sort of see ahead and to see, to just look at stuff, right? In this case, yeah, they're trying to find Zop. Yeah, they find him. Robin then uses her power to, oh yeah, to make arms appear, and yeah, they pull him up. Just an interesting application of Robin's powers here. Like she can extend the reach of her sight by putting eyes into other people's arms. And yeah, that's an interesting application of it. That means that she could theoretically fight remotely. Like if you put an eye on each of the straw hats, and then the straw hats went to different directions, and then she can just use those eyes to sort of make limbs appear. Uh, but yeah, it's just fun. But yeah, so this is just a random slash from Zoro. Uh, is it just Zoro, or is there somebody else helping him out? I think maybe Sanji's taking down the other guy. Maybe. Not good enough. Uh, anyways, so now they're about to meet the Sky people here. Yep, they are nerfed. They are nerfed and they cannot deal with it yet. So this is 237-1, I guess. Oh man, I'm thirsty again. Okay, so here comes Gunfall. The Sky Knight comes in for the assist. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, the Sky Knight comes into the scene, tells them that he gives them a freebie, and yeah, that's it. See, the funny thing here is not that the monster trio got so used to the movement, but the funny thing here is that the weakling trio also got used to this movement. Like Nami, Usopp, Chopper, all three of them just get used to this movement speed. I mean, all of them get used to the pressure. Uh, there's two interpretations if you want. If you want to say one or the other thing, you can say one. Only the monster trio adapts. Only they are performing at their normal power. Or there's option two, in which you say everyone in the Straw Hat crew is actually just secretly uber powerful, and this is why, and they all get used to it, right? But if you go with the former, if you go with the former interpretation that only the monster trio got used to it, uh, if you go with that, then that means that Nami, Usopp, and Chopper, I guess as well, because Chopper actually has better stats than Usopp, right? But like Nami and Usopp are just lightning timers while being nerfed. They move faster than lightning while being nerfed. No fucking way. That's the interpretation. That's all. That's all the one interpretation you can get to. If you want to, that's the one interpretation you can say. But yeah, it wouldn't be that crazy because as we saw with Mrs. Doublefinger talking about Nami, Mrs. Doublefinger actually praised Nami's speed. So again, I'll insist the only problem with Nami as a fighter really is that she's a glass cannon. That's kind of it. Like she can move pretty well. She eventually gets better AP by using lightning and then using lightning plus Zeus. Uh, and then she was always kind of fast. I'm gonna be honest. She was moving enough. She was moving fast enough to move at Mrs. Doublefinger speed, which should be faster than Merry Christmas speed. And Merry Christmas speed is like really fast, not super fast, but you know, pretty fast. So yeah, I mean like I'll reiterate. Nami is just a glass cannon. All of her other stats are good. She's just a glass cannon. That's kind of it. And even then, in Mrs. Doublefinger fight, she took a lot of punishment. She doesn't have a lot of durability, but she has a good chunk of endurance. Honestly, most of the One Piece verse has good endurance, but yeah, I mean like in Nami's case, yeah, she's just kind of strong. I mean, like everybody just kind of mocks her for being weak, and she's weak when compared to Zoro and Luffy and Sanji, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't, well, like she's weaker than the top 1% of the verse. All right, all right. She's on like the top 5% of the verse. All right. I mean, whatever. You fucking weirdos. Whatever. So anyways, so the Skynet tells the Straw Hats that he's gonna give them a freebie. They're just having fun, and yeah, they're just having fun. Heavenly Judgment. Right. All right. So they arrive at Angel Beach, and nothing happens. So they learn about the dials, and nothing happens. Let's see. So now we have this. So okay, let's recap a little bit here because something is going on here. So somebody's trying to escape. Uh, the rider comes in, beats the dog, the giant dog. Arms mad. And then here comes the gorilla. The masked gorilla man comes in and shoots this guy off. Okay, so I think that guy was a pirate. pirate, a pirate, a pirate, a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. I need to work on the pronunciation of that word. But anyway, so that's a pirate, 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 pirate. Yo, he's a pirate. I don't really know. Anyways, so that guy was a pirate, and then Judgment comes in from the sky. All right. This is Enel just flexing his power just a little bit, just showing off what he can do. Not really that big of a deal. They put out the fire. Anyways, Captain McKinley of the Barrett Force is here. Alright. Alright. So. So they're trying to arrest them. They use the Milky Arrows. Alright. Milky Arrows. Honestly, these things just have the regular power of regular arrows, but they have the extra bonus of, allowing you to jump into them and sort of do a combo out here for close quarters, which nice idea whoever came up with this, but this only works if you're fast enough to hit the target, if the shoes are fast enough specifically. If they aren't, then you're doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. If you're too slow, this thing is doing nothing. Plus also damage wise, they would also not be doing that much, I'm gonna be honest. Just regular knives. It's just regular knives slashing things with enhanced speed, but it's not good enough. Okay, so here comes Luffy with fireworks again. Really, these guys stand no chance whatsoever against fireworks, which it's fine. It really should be that way. I really ate a lot in my lunch, but anyways, so yeah, Luffy doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, Luffy gets going. Let's go. I'm just getting a little bit bored, I'm gonna be honest. So just 244. And yeah. Legendary Birth. Okay, so here we go. Another one of the anal lasers comes down, falling. Yeah. All right. All right. So they get into the forest. Neat, simple. Uh, Sora punching a sky shark. Not really that kind of good or anything. Just kind of showing that the sky sharks are weak. Sora just aura farming this whole time. Have no respect for God. That's right. They do not. All right. Challenge of the ball. Really good challenge, to be honest. It kind of probably the second best challenge here because, yeah, I mean, like, it puts him in the situation. He can choose what he wants to do. It's a sky based challenge. So, you know, mm, he has the advantage. He constantly has the advantage in the situation, which is good. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. Let's see. 246. Yeah. Yeah. Sanji out here being surprised about his move being anticipated kind of prove that this guy is moving faster than Mr. 2. So yeah, there is that. He's moving pretty fast. He's bragging. He's bragging. He's bragging. He's bragging. But he's about to get stopped. He's about to get stopped completely by these guys. So yeah, there is that. Gum pistol. Gum pistol. But he dodges it. He just dodges Gum pistol. But yeah, at this point, I think after the crocodile fight, I think it's fair to say that Luffy's Gum pistol now is stronger. Yeah, I usually don't give Luffy the benefit of the doubt. I know that Zoro said that they're just getting stronger the more they progress on the Grand Line, but I don't think that necessarily means that all their stats are just getting better. I think like they're getting more experience and they just, using their powers better. I think they just get factually stronger until they get a power up. Until they get a solid power up, this is when they get stronger. On the meantime, I do not give them the benefit of the doubt. I know it's a little fucked up, but that's just how I roll. So, anyways, let's see. Sanji out here looking for an opening. Wrong ball. Here we have Usopp surviving a giant fall for no reason. Nah, not for no reason. Again, as I said, Usopp actually has pretty decent durability. Uh, it was just a tank. I'm gonna be honest. He just can take a lot of punishment. He just cannot dish that much damage. He just isn't that good at doing damage. So we have a new Gatling gun on here by Luffy, and as I said before, I think that at this point now the Gatling gun is stronger than before. I think that Crocodile's fight definitely did push Luffy to his limits, so that's why I think that he is stronger now. Uh, there's a lot of balls being activated. Uh, that's a nice gag. Um, Here, actually, Usopp's gonna set something up. Oof. Now, this man got a solid hit on Sanji. He is bleeding pretty badly. That's not good. Sanji's still gonna walk through this and still gonna continue doing his stuff, but hey, let's give it a round of applause. That was a good hit. That one was a good hit. Not good enough to stop him, but you know. 248. I think I'm gonna have to call it early today, guys. I think I'm gonna have to call it early at just 3 hours. I mean, just at 2.5 hours, because I'm feeling a little bit tired today. Oh, I'm gonna try to make up for this by doing another session in between the week. So just look out for that, I guess, whenever you can. But yeah, there is that. Let's see. So Chopper just put in the whistle, called for a backup. Right. The Sky Knight arrives. Right. And yeah, we're about to get a good fight. We're about to get a good simple fighter here. So first comes first serve, first attack from the Sky Knight. So yeah, there's that. 248. Then 249. Let's see. The string challenge. Right. Oh, would you look at that? We're about to see my favorite little girl character. It's Isa. I really like Isa. She's just such a no nonsense kid. She just constantly looks at these guys holding weapons and telling her to fuck off and to stop going into dangerous territory. And she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it. I don't care." I just like it. She has a lot of moxie. She's just very rowdy, which I don't know. I just kind of like that. Um, yeah, that's it. Uh, that's kind of it. It's a kind of a fun character. That's what I want to say. Anyways, uh, I do wonder if she's Kagura's kid. I do want to know, or who she's related to. I do not know. I kind of want to know that. I kind of know if she's related to any of these guys, but it really doesn't matter. I guess in the end, it really doesn't matter that much. So these guys come here with spears, and they're kind of even. They're kind of. Even. I'm gonna attack this just to remember that they're kind of even, because they are. They're kind of even. That's what this class kind of trying to tell us, that these characters are kind of even. Ganfall takes the W just a smidge more. Just by a good margin, he takes the battle. just by a little tiny bit he wins it. Let's see, let's see, and then okay, no, he loses. God damn, I forgot about that. I remember that he lost this. Wow. I thought this guy had won that one, but no. Apparently he didn't. Ball Dragon. Yeah, some of these abilities are fun. So yeah, there is that. Ball Dragon. Ball Dragon. Funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to call it a day, guys. I am just not feeling that well today. So I'm sorry that I have to end this session earlier, but kind of just not feeling it. Uh, I'll try to just in exchange for being so lazy today, try to match up one of these next days and just do it. But yeah, I'll just try to do it whenever I can. So the Bull Dragon is actually really strong. Uh, it did this amount of damage. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it here, right next to it. All right. All right. They got him. They're gonna beat him. Yeah, that's it. Sanji's gone. Sanji did it. I kind of want to have the face, but it's more important to get the name, so I'm gonna do this. Conca Seer, Lance. This guy is done for. And that's it. Now we're in chapter 251. Uh, yeah, there's also this the other thing which Isa has a power. This is another thing that I think makes Isa stand out from the other kid characters. She has a power that's useful for everyone in the island, and she kind of is the only one that can use it, which is the sensor of like who's awake and who's unconscious. And like the only person that's on that level of sensing things is what was it? Enel, right? Only Enel has the a power similar to that, right? Everybody else doesn't have that. So that's the thing. She's utility. So she's not just a character that has moxie and has a personality and it's fun. On top of that, you have the fact that she is useful. She has a good reason to sort of be, well, no, she doesn't have that much of a good reason to be in the story, but like once she's on the story, she's still useful. She still gives something to the characters aside from just being the kid character, which I think is good, right? I think it's just good. Uh, so I kind of just want to see how is it that Chopper took down Gunfall away from the water. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's gonna be my end time. I'm just gonna look for that. let's see. So it's here they're just waiting for the enemies to arrive. They're preparing to have an all-time battle, an all-out battle. So yeah, there's that. Sky Knight, thank goodness. Ah, yeah, I remember now. It was the giant Southbred, I think. Yeah. Let's go. So yeah, 251. I'm calling it a day at this point. Yeah, that's kind of it. Sorry for the short stream, guys. I'm just not feeling it that well today. I really hope that I haven't been showing a blank screen for half an hour, but I really, really do hope that's not the case. Let's just see very quickly. I think I have been showing a blank screen all this time. Well, live and learn, I guess. Live and learn, I suppose. But yeah, that's kind of it. Thanks everyone for joining up the stream or whatever, and I'm out of here. I gotta go rest. Have a good day.